Hello everybody, what is up, Proptos here, and here we got another unboxing. This one's a pretty big one, so this is one I actually got for my wife because for whatever reason, whenever they make Attack on Titan figures, you always got Levi, you always got the main character, but for whatever reason, Mikasa doesn't seem like they make a whole lot of her. I think the only other figure I've really seen is maybe a Sega one, and that was like, maybe even that one's like a standard figure, but it's like $60. So I happened to find this at a pretty good deal for my wife on Black Friday. So I decided to pick it up and I figured, hey, why not do an unboxing, because this is definitely pretty nice. This is sculpted by Taketo Ogasawa. Sorry if I'm going to totally butcher this pronunciation, but Ogasawara. There we go. I was trying to say it all fast, but then this is also a Renewal package version, so I think they had to release this at one point. They kind of stopped it and then they decided to basically just re-release it, and I think this has like a different packaging than the original had. So yeah, this is 1/8 scale pre-painted figure, and the craftsmanship is by Kotobukiya. So yeah, definitely pretty cool. So we're gonna go ahead, take a look around the packaging, unbox it, and yeah, put it together, because as far as I've seen, it looks like it has some more detailed stuff, just like the Eren figure that I think I did unboxing like back in 2020 or so, because it has like all the different swords for what it looks like, the different wires that connect to them, so those should be interesting to put on. So let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, so here we are at the box right here. Like I said, this is a pretty, like we see just scale of my hand, this is a pretty good sized package. So usually I believe at normal prices runs for about like, what, 120 at least on the Crunchyroll website, and so I happened to get this one for like 87 on Black Friday, which is, you know, probably about as cheap as I'm going to find it brand new, so all in all, it wasn't too bad. So of course we got Mikasa right here. She actually has like a little log she's jumping off. We got kind of like a silhouette of her right there. On the back we got a bit more of a detailed look on basically what she was going to look like. And then of course we got our Titan peeking over the wall. At the top we just got the information stating who the craftsmanship, who it is done by, and on the bottom is our usual, just like text. So let's go ahead, unbox this one, our circle sticker right here, and actually surprisingly we actually don't have side tape. I'm so used to unboxing the other ones that I always go for the side tape. I'm like, oh, we actually don't have it. Alright, so I'm gonna get this top off. We got our corpse logo right here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and slide this out. This is also another cool little logo in the back. Some definitely nice attention to little detail right there. So go ahead and put that to the side. I'm pretty sure I was about to start immediately opening, but then realized this is probably going to have tape on it, which would make sense. Go ahead with this one, just got to be careful just to not, you know, take a chance of getting any of the figure. I think that should be it right there. So, and also, yeah, right here, we do got a set of instruction manuals, which will tell you kind of how to put everything together. We'll see if it's difficult, but we'll see. So I'll put that to the side real quick. Actually, I'll put that up here just so I don't lose it. Oh, I actually did have one more piece of tape, but I forgot to totally grab off there. So right off the bat, just the base for this thing. Okay, so this is actually all separate. But just the base of this is crazy. So we'll go ahead and just take a look at this, because like I said, there's some nice detail in the wooding, even down to like just the different slices in the wood. Even just like the trunk at the top is actually pretty crazy. Like I said, normally don't. Then for the most part, I think at the top part it's pretty solid. Then on the bottom part it's a tiny bit hollow, but they're still pretty hefty, because she's going to be kind of hooking up in this part right here. But yeah, just thought it looked nice because like right off the bat I was like, wow, that is some high quality freaking wood texture. We haven't even gotten to the figure yet. Then get the plastic off real quick. Okay, so they did kind of put plastic in. You do actually, I was like, because at first I was like wondering, like, why did they tell you how to take off the head and all that? I'm like, oh, that's why, because you're gonna need to take half of this off to get the protective plastic off of her arms. So I'm trying to do this very carefully just so. There we go. So yeah, if you wanted to, you could have her just, you know, without the jacket, or I mean her cape. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that on. But before I put the swords on, we'll go ahead and just take a look at Mikasa right here. So yeah, a lot of nice detail in here. Just like the Eren one that we had, that looks pretty nice. I'm pretty sure these can slightly come out, but I'm not going to take them out because they are kind of a little bit of a pain to get back in. But all in all, definitely really detailed. Mikasa Anchorman with her stone cold look as always. Even down to just like the gear right here. Looks really nice and really detailed, like I said, but for the price, yeah, I would expect it to, you know, be fairly detailed. And I believe right here, well, actually, so the pegs they actually have, these are actually not even just plastic pegs, these are actually metal pegs. One on her foot and one on the side. So yeah, all in all, really detailed, even down to, you know, the painting of the boots right there. So really nice shading. Like I said, for the 120, you'd probably pay for this full price, and yeah, you know, this would be expected, but definitely really cool. So I'll go ahead and set this to the side real quick. So now over here, of course, don't need tape, but because I'm gonna have to stop for a second and put this all together. But we got the different little cables that go into the sword. We got the blades themselves, which look pretty nice. And of course, we also have the hilt. One of them's actually going to go into her hand, I believe. And then the other, actually no, so they're both already in her hand. So I'm thinking this is most likely a broken one, maybe, that's going to stick out of somewhere. But I'll actually have to look at the instructions, so give me just one brief second. Alright, so after a bit of work, yeah, so I definitely did have to look at the instructions to figure it out. But as you can see right here, basically coming off the back of her sword, that essentially kind of goes into the side right over here. The same thing with the other hilt. Kind of goes off just like that. If I can focus in, but yeah, definitely really cool. And even down to the tree trunk, I was wondering what the extra piece was, and this is actually just a chunk of the sword sticking out of the side of the tree. So that's another cool little detail. So now for the fun part is we get to try to figure out, you know, getting this onto the actual stand itself. Alright, so this definitely did take a little bit of tinkering with. So as you can see, so we got the blade that kind of goes into this side of the log right here. And then of course we got her attached. The only part that really kind of gave me a hookup is, or hiccup I mean, basically this, so this part and these are kind of hard to get in. You actually have to kind of adjust it a little bit. But then the weird part is to get this part to connect where it normally should. If it's connected, both of these are connected, it kind of pops it out, so it doesn't really stay in there like it should. I don't know if there is something I may be just missing in translation when it comes to the instructions because they're only in Japanese, but yeah, it's definitely very interesting. Like I said, I wasn't exactly sure what it is I'm missing, but for now I just kind of have it out like that. It's not really too noticeable when you have it on display. But I'll go ahead and give you guys just a little bit better of an angle real quick. Alright, so here we are. So I got Mikasa right here. This is a really detailed figure. Like I said, I just could not, I'll have to mess around with it later, see if maybe it's just supposed to be like that or if there's something that I'm missing. But all in all, definitely really cool. Like I said, it's like a really detailed figure. So that's like when I saw it for the price that I did. And I definitely had to pick it up, especially because I know my wife is a big fan of Mikasa's character, so all in all, really cool, definitely really high quality. Alright, so that's about it for this unboxing. I hope you guys enjoy. Like I said, I even took a quick second to look up to see if I did something different, but for whatever reason it just was not aligning properly. unless this back piece kind of pivoted, which caused the little back other piece to kind of disconnect back there, and it just doesn't line up unless this part's not connected. So not sure, maybe it's just some sort of issue with the design, but I mean realistically it's not going to be noticeable unless you're specifically looking for at that back connector. But all in all, definitely a really nice figure, definitely really great quality. Like I said, even just the wood, I'm just like really impressed by the quality, so definitely a really cool pickup. So that's about it for this unboxing. I do hope you guys enjoyed, and if you're new here, maybe consider subscribing, and if you like this video, maybe hit that like button. All in all, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.